speaking of Randy's relationships, that segues into the fact that you played a lot with Jimi Hendrix way back when, like when you were just a kid.
In 1966, I was 15 years old, and I met Jimmy in a music store in New York. We had just moved back there, and Cass was doing a jazz gig somewhere in New York, and I met Jimmy in a music store, and we hooked up spiritually, mentally, and he invited me to play with him. That was his first solo gig at a place called the Cafe Wha, W-H-A, in Greenwich Village, Bleecker and McDougal. And we played for 3 months together, 5 sets a night, every night of the week except Sunday, until the guys from the Animals came down and the Rolling Stones, Chas Chandler, and they wanted to take him to England. Jimmy wanted me to go with him, but I was too young, too small. So I stayed. And we drove back in our green Chevrolet back to California and started up Spirit. So it worked out well.
Yeah, it worked out well for everybody. And by the way, Hendrix is where you got the name California, right?
Well, yeah, yes and no. There were 2 Randys in the band. One was from Texas and I was from California. So people in the band used to call me Randy California, and him Randy Texas.
By the way, was that Jimi Hendrix, or was it Jimmy James, or what was it?
The band was called Jimmy James and the Blue Flames.
Yeah.
And I actually didn't know that his name was Jimi Hendrix until we got back to California, and Barry Hansen, Dr. Abeno, said, "Look at this new album." I said, "Well, that's the guy I just played with in New York. His name's not Jimi Hendrix, it's Jimmy James." And I put it on, and I heard the guitar style, and I said, "Yeah, that's the same guy."
Well, Red House is a song that Hendrix played, and it's something that you played too.
We do that in our set, and sort of in my blood, playing Hendrix songs. We do Hey Joe and Watchtower, and we just added Red House to our set also.
Let's take a little listen to Red House as performed when?
Just about a month ago.
Which would be early '93.
Yeah.
Let's take a listen to that video. Where was it shot?
Down at the Strand in Redondo Beach.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's where my baby stays. There's a red house over yonder. That's where my baby stays. Ain't been to see my baby in about a 99 and a 1 half day. Wait a minute, something's wrong. The key won't unlock the door. Oh, wait a minute, something's wrong. The key won't unlock that door. I got a bad, bad feeling. My baby don't live here no more. That's all right. Still got my guitar.
it's actually still on. Okay, Red House, Todd Everett, hi Todd, brought up a good question, Randy, was that when you were playing with Jimmy James and the Blue Flames in New York, was he doing pop covers? Was he doing contemporary music at the time?
I remember the first night I went down there, and we sat in the boiler room, which was the dressing room in this little club, and he taught me Hey Joe, Wild Thing, Shotgun, a bunch of blues standards. And then later on, as time went on, we played for 3 months together. He started writing original songs. One of them was called, he called it Look Over Yonder, and I think it ended up being Laughing Sam's Dice. And so as time went on, there were actually real rehearsals called, and he started writing songs.
Okay, you know,